If you're hearing this, welcome chat. Welcome ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Division 6 Finals. We are here. And by us, I mean Pikachu and Torchic. Who are these people on the bottom right, huh? Torchic? Who are these? What are these names? These are names are wrong, right? Right, Torchic?
Yeah, I think these names are a bit rough. Hold up.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to change these? I think we're fine.
Nah, maybe we're fine. And that might be our owners. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
who's that Joanne person on the bottom right. Who thought that you're on the bottom right as well too? Who knows? Who cares? We're here to see Sonic. Yeah, we're here to see Sonic Grills and Dangerous Dinner. Now, do you know anything about these players, Torchic?
I'm gonna be honest, not really. To be frank, I was summoned like 30 minutes ago to hop on with you, but glad to be here. I'm ready to just have some fun with some Division 6 finals.
Well, for me, as Chuchi myself, Pikachu, the big cuddly Pikachu, the big cuddly Pikachu knows about Yoshido, Solvent, and Brambles. Brambles being the junior player, part of the junior gang, with some couple of junior players that the Pikachu should know about. And Yoshido and Solvent being the Canadian gang from the Splatoon Ontario server, aka Splatoon Toronto server now, which you should join and check out. But for Dangerous Dinners, it's going to be a close set, because if you can possibly see on the roster screen, or aka the bracket scene actually, about where these people came from in semifinals. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I don't think I've been able to commentate a Division 6 set this season, so I'm really excited being able to just jump into this division on finals. Both of these two teams being the best that Div 6 has to offer. This can go either way. I'm really excited.
And you can see from the bracket screen as well too, that's going to be Sonic Killers winning in a 5-0. Well, for Dangerous Dinner, they had a little bit of an issue coming up here. We see Sidewings actually getting 2 points off them, but now as we're going to be going into the match, going into the set, what is going to be the first map, Torchic?
Yeah, it looks like we are going to be going to Splat Zones, and I will actually have to look this map up because I don't know it. You did tell me, Pikachu, before this what it was, and I'm gonna be honest, wasn't listening. So, looks like game one we're going to be going to Urchin Underpass for Splat Zones.
Well, Pikachu seems to be a little bit offended because it's on the screen right there. Torchic, it's your eyes a little bit like a bird. Like that's why you're not Fennekin yet. But in general, though, as we're gonna be singing right now with Splatoon or Urchin Bench, well, you kind of do a Fennekin later on, right? Or a Blaziken, something like that. Well, Pikachu's not smart, okay? We're gonna be going to Urchin on the best Blast Zones. It's a more controversial map because it's a new one because it's pretty small as well too.
Yeah, totally, but I feel like this is a map where I think Splatlings are way better than Chargers on this map, personally. There's a lot more wiggle room for shorter team comps to really thrive here. So it's going to be really interesting to see what these teams both decide to do coming into this. And I'm seeing on the side of, I believe, Silent Krillers, we got a Bow Dynamo comp going.
Yes, that is going to be correct. We're going to be seeing the Dapper, we're going to be seeing the S-Plus, we're going to be seeing Junior, and we're going to be seeing the Bow on the side of Dangerous Dinners. But for the side of Silent Krillers, that's going to be the Bow, that's going to be the Dreadwinger, that is going to be also the Vegetiga, and that's going to be the Dynamo Roller. Dynamo Roller being played by Salt, and also the Bow being played by Yoshido.
Yeah, we do see Yoshido over here taking that right side, having to back up from the pressure from that blaster. You do have the jump charge, but they're going to get picked off immediately by that S-Blast. Amazing pick by Emmy and a great jump out as well.
Yeah, indeed. As we're going to be going into immediately too, that is going to be this for the side of Dangerous Dinners. That's going to be them retaking on the zone. And with that, that's going to be immediately them going all the way through it. And that is going to be them retaking the lead. As they're going to be actually retaking the map itself as well too.
Yeah, we did see a double from that Bow right there. The Dapple's having to back up a little bit, popping the cooler from the side of Silent Krillers. They're going to try to mount a push of their own, but they're getting backed up by the Dreadringer, and I'm just now noticing this is a Dreadringer D.
That's Dreadwinger D, but what is Dreadwinger D? What is this kid, if you remember correctly?
It is Beacon Wave, correct?
Oh, Yeah, it seemed like
Yeah.
Thank you, Alpine. Thank you, Alpine, for the information. But it's going to be going into for the last few bits as well. That's going to be Silent Killer still holding on to the zone. That's still going to be them holding on to the lockout actually. Solvin on the diamond being able to clutch up and stay in that position. But what we see on the left side, that's going to be Shark and the rest of the team also holding on to the left side. Because they know they're going to be shaking it over.
Yeah, it was a really strong hold on that left side, but the Red is going to have to try to get a pick there. Dangerous Dinner is trying to push in, but they're not going to be able to, as Silent Krillers is going to take this first game in a resounding victory.
And that resounding victory is going to be helping out a lot in momentum because, again, there's going to be a lot of fighting on the backs. Even though the offense, there's going to be a lot of fighting on the back for this side of Silent Krillers and Dangerous Dinner because whoever wins this does win Division 6. And as we're going to be seeing on the end replay, maybe not, we're going to be seeing our faces. But in general, though, what we're going to be seeing right now is just in general, yeah, that's us, you guys. Torching, Pikachu, we have us. But in general, though, if we can talk about the map real quick once again, we're going to be seeing at the end, the last replay, the last bit from Sharky being able to hold on, especially with Rory on the left side, just knowing they are able to hold on to the left sneak. But for the rest of the team, for Dangerous Dinner, they seem to be a little bit too far back. They're stuck in the base.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that left side flank is very dangerous if you're not watching it, but Silent Krillers kept that on lock. Didn't really give Dangerous Dinner a place to go until they had to go for a hero play with a few seconds left, and it just didn't work out.
And now with the ending, we're going to be possibly moving on to the next game, which, oh, look at that, Dreamar. Do you have any points on your roster?
Do I have any points?
You have any points?
Do we need to get a quick barnacle?
Yeah, I mean, might need a little bit.
I think we need a quick barnacle. Yeah, give me a stack. Yeah,
we need some barnacles in chat.
Let's hit with a barnacle. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, but what do you think about Barnacle and Dime as a map itself? Because for Barnacle and Dime on Clamplets, it's still really well known. Honestly, it's well known to be one of the snowball kind of maps. If you get one duck, you can go through, but at the same time too, it's really hard to push in because you'll need to actually stay there for a while to actually gather it together. And because remember, the clan spawns every 15 to 30 seconds. So with that scenario, how are you able to hold in this scenario? Because for the side of Silent Krillers, we kind of see them able to play aggro and super aggro if that they're able to hold. But these Dinners, they need some time to recover.
Yeah, I feel like Silent Krillers comp is very suited for holding those offensive pushes. Once they get on offense, they can hold it for a very long time. And with the map design of Barnacle, it's gonna be really hard to see what Dangerous Dinners decide to do. And it looks like we're not seeing a team comp switch from Silent Krillers, but I think we do see Emmy switching from that S-Blast over to a V-Blaster, so a little bit of a switch up. And I'm noticing no Dapples on the side of Dangerous Dinner as well.
Yeah, that's going to be somewhat surprising that we're going to be seeing Dangerous Dinner actually swap over to a Blaster and also swapping into a Sword instead of a Dapple. That's not going to be as much aggro and not much cooler, and actually, no goals in general for the side of Dangerous Dinners. That's going to be, for the side of Silent Krillers, good lead.
Yeah, Silent Krillers is going to have that offensive pressure with that cooler that Dangerous Dinners is just not going to have. So they have to make up with the amount of picks that they're going to get, and we do see Emmy trying that. Is going to get a pick on the Inkjet right there. Nicely done, but it's just not going to be enough as the Power Claim is going to have to jump back.
Yeah, and that bounce back in general will be hard for the Dangerous Dinners now, because with that hold now, again, for the Silent Krillers, this is how they were able to go in for the first map. They were able to lock them out, but again, it's Clamplets. There is no time to actually hold on because there's no zone in the middle. You have to go to the basket and get the score, which Dangerous Dinners has a good chance to right now.
Yeah, we do see Dangerous Dinners able to get a pick on that Reef Slider, but one of them is going to get picked off by the bow almost immediately. They are going to get the Power Clam in, but it might be a 20 and done as their Dangerous Dinners is getting backed up pretty far, and Brams is going to have to get the jump out.
Yeah, it does seem like that, but as of right now, we're going to be seeing for the side of Silent Krillers. They're going to be 2 up. But again, no pain right now, Bob. Maybe calm did occur and the pain is going to be happening. But again, though, that is going to be them pushing forward. No clan ball in their sight right now. The Charge maybe has a chance too. Maybe the rest of the players of Silent Krillers has a chance too. But in general, right now, we're stuck in a stalemate. We're stuck in a loop. We need to get out of here. Dangerous Dinners has a call. Will they receive the call?
Yeah, we do see Sharks go down with that Reef Slide, a really unfortunate pick for Silent Krillers, and they're gonna have to be backed as well. 2 specials unlocked. Cooler gets popped. Inkjet is ready, and Yoshio is going to get the jump, get the power climb, and then immediately pop Inkjet, and is able to get one member of Dangerous Dinner down as well.
And with that as well too, that's gonna be more of a lead for the side of Killers. That's gonna be Solvin coming in with Clan, but actually getting killed off. That's gonna be Yoshido on the respawn. But they actually came in too late. Shark is gonna come in with the respawn getting one, but the other one playing in the bubble, not being able to hold on to, but almost getting a double, but Rambles able to shut that down with the rest of their team. I'm gonna be seeing Vandian and Shibi coming in as well too. That is gonna be just another stalemate. You saw in the middle, Jumar. That's gonna be a equalizer right here.
Yeah, I feel like this map is definitely a very stalemate-y neutral zone map. Whoever is controlling that middle area is controlling this match, and Salt, he does get a pick, but is going to have to jump back to a teammate and regroup. We do see Schieber going with that Inkjet is going to get a pick, seeing if they can get any more change with that, and it doesn't look like it. The Junior does have a special ready, as well as a Reef Slider on the side of Silent Krillers. With 2 minutes left in this game is anyone's.
Yeah, and also going to say about the Junior for Rambles, they were doing red energy, but unfortunately they didn't do the successful red energy because they were trying to go for a kill. We saw them actually going in for Vani and actually going for Salt and Shark as well, but unfortunately getting a 2 or 3v1 might cause it to a little bit of problems, which we did see. But in general though, it caused into a little bit of a stalemate, which we want to see Sonic Killers have right now, with so many clamps on their arsenal right as well too, but 2 balls from Dangerous Nerds. They have 2 balls, they can come in, but they need them in first.
Yeah, and they do have that bomb ready, locked, and loaded. It's going to be popped right now by Andon. Seeing if they can get any picks from it. Shark is going to go around. They're going to fall into the water. And then there's 2 down for Silent Krillers. This is the chance for Dangerous Dinners to get a push in. The Junior does have a bubble ready, locked and loaded. They're going to get the score, and they're going to get some change, and they are going to take a lead with a minute left in this game.
That is so sad the follow-up didn't happen, because that just caused the snowball to happen now. The snowball for the side Crow is going to be actually letting loose, for Bram was able to get in some few clamps. Actually getting those 3 clamps in, Bandit actually going to be able to hold on to the middle. That's going to be Emmy and Shiver with no clamps, but just holding up to Ago with 35 seconds remaining. That's what they want to do. They want to call a Stallfest, and that's going to be huge now.
Yeah, Silent Krillers has to make up some time. 30 seconds left in this game, having to go all the way through their penalty to 35. It's going to take at least 3 power clamps to fight through this, but Silent Krillers can get it done. This game is not over until overtime is over, so this is still anyone's game. Shark with that Reef Slider, just seeing if they can get any damage that they can combo with. Not able to get anything yet. 2 seconds left, and overtime is going to be procced right now. This is their moment right now. Let's see if they're able to do anything.
No.
It's not looking likely.
Yeah, unfortunately, Emmy was able to get a triple and actually get the end quad, and because of that scenario, with the ball getting let loose, and the second ball actually still staying through, but Bandit able to win and find a ball. That's going to be dangerous. It's getting the first point and making it a tie set to be 1-1.
Yeah, very strong gameplay from both of these teams. It really did go back and forth. Silent Krillers did have the lead for probably a main majority of this game, but Dangerous Dinner is able to close it out. We have a match here.
And that's why they're in finals, obviously. So we are happy to see it as a set. But in general, too, we're going to be seeing more cinema going into Tower Control. Pikachu and Chorchik is ready to see the action. But in general,
We're ready.
Though, let's see what's going to be in the replay. How are we going to break it down? What happened at the end for Dangerous Dinners to actually get the 2-0 clutch?
Yeah, and we do see Shark doing what they do best, sharking. With that Reef Slider locked and loaded, I could see that there were multiple times where they wanted to pop it, but just could not find the moment. And you just see the Splat Bomb just coming at the perfect angle when Shark gets closed in by that enemy ink. And as the Dynamo goes down, that is just game over for Silent Krillers. Very well done by Dangerous Dinner.
Yeah, and the one thing to know about early as well too, remember, for the side of Dangerous Dinner, like you said earlier as well too, Jumor, Cyclones had a lot of the game. Really a majority of the game for the first 4 minutes because, again, Barnacle Time and Clamplets especially is a stall fest. So as we're going to be seeing now into Inkfly Articamera, which is less of a stall fest because the mode is up tower control, it's just a big tower. It's the payload, basically. So as we're going to be seeing going to immediately as well too, players are not backing down no matter what. They are getting to be locked in, and they are going to go in with the weapons coming up as well too. That's going to be Shark coming in with the Slosher, and that's going to be possibly a chase with Bow as well on the side of Ghost. But for the side of Dangerous Dinners, we do see the Dapple come back, but the Blaster from Envy still staying alive.
Yeah, and we do have 2 coolers in this game, so Dangerous Dinner does have more of that offensive pressure, but we'll have to see if it actually works out for them. Maybe that Stamper might have been their answer, but we'll have to see after this game. One member already down on the side of Dangerous Dinner. That Blaster is going to go down, unfortunately, but we're going to get a little bit of a scuffle in mid right now as Silent Killer starts their first few points in this game.
They're going to start their first few points of the game, but remember, Tower Control is going to be a little bit of a tedious action. It's going to be a little bit of bait action because that tower is going to be running really slow, but with someone's aggressive power, we see Varo on the right side with Solvin actually helping them getting the shutdown Bandit. That's going to be Solvin, and that's going to be Shark as well running the tower, but that's going to be also Vori right now on the top of the 52 guard trying to do as much damage as possible, but hey, few more. As we're going to be seeing the first checkpoint get beat up, what's going to be happening with the side of Jason Stinners?
Yeah, Dangerous Dinners is just having to regroup as much as they can. They pop that bubble for a bit of a defensive hold, but it's not going to really be enough as 2 go down, but they are able to get the pick out on most of Silent Krillers, as Emmy is able to pop Aura right there with that Blaster. Very strong and imposing weapon for Aura to be procced. They do have that bubble ready as well, so we'll have to see what they decide to do with it.
And as we see on the top of the screen as well too, Emmy had a special and they did do a bubble, but it was a sacrifice bubble actually. Red Vamp was actually doing the second bubble on a tower, and might have been on a good shot right now too, because we see Shiver and Bandit actually able to hold on and get this rail, get onto the special, get onto the base of China Crows. We saw Solvin fall into the water as well too. Better mention that out by the way, but Yoshido on the last second as well because of Shiver, who's actually on the bow as well, so it's going to be a bow on bow battle right there. But there's a difference though right now. They did not make it to the second checkpoint. They only survived past the first checkpoint.
Yeah, Silent Kriller still has the lead in this game. Dangerous Dinner only getting to 69 points remaining. And I am noticing that Dangerous Dinner has all 4 specials locked and loaded as 2 of them immediately get popped, the Inkjet and the Cooler, as 1 bubble decides to go out. They still have 1 bubble left to hold with that Blaster. Are they going to pop it eventually? As Shark is trying to get a pick on that Jet, and they will get it, as Emmy is going to have to back out of their bubble and is going to get picked off. Beautiful double by Shark right there.
Yeah, but also they didn't look behind them because actually we saw the right corner at the end before we saw Stream swap actually to the overhead. We saw a player sneak on the right side. We don't know if they're there or not, but they might still be there waiting for the action to be called, and they are. That's going to be Bandit on the Dapple going for sleep, but that doesn't matter because Emmy on the left side actually able to go for the reverse sneak and get the triple down. And now with that, Jason Winners, they're going to be able to get the lead here with Bram doing a perfect bubble on the aggro side and getting the Western team up there.
Yeah, and I'm noticing Dangerous Dinner is running double bubble. Maybe they did it for me, I don't know, but we'll have to see. But Andon gets almost a triple with the Dapples and procs Aura. Extremely well done with their Dangerous Dinner is going to push as far as they possibly can, getting all the way to the 20s and getting to that final checkpoint.
And as we're going to be going in for the last 20 points, that's going to be the last checkpoint right now with the bubble coming in from the Blaster. That is going to be them breaking off into victory. Emmy able to get killed off. Bandit getting killed off. Bori. That's going to be as well for the rest of the team. That's going to be Salt. That's going to be Shark. And that's also going to be Yoshido able to secure the last end. That's going to be Special as well too, getting ready. But with 90 seconds left, the bomb getting played off and actually getting to kill Yoshido. That's huge right there.
Yeah, bomb kills would be very unexpected, but can change the trajectory of a game massively. We do see a Shark with that 52 having to back off from Emmy. The pressure is just too much from that Blaster, too much to impose. As the members of Silent Krillers, it's going to have their back and see if they can mount a push going. Emmy getting backed up into a corner, and Silent Krillers with a minute left in this game has to get a push all the way down to 9 points remaining. It's gonna be difficult, but it's definitely doable. We've seen crazier here.
Yeah, we did see crazy here, but do we see defense here? We saw a trade-off on the 52 count. That's going to be 2 down inside Dangerous Dinner. Trying to join defense to go for the bow, but that is going to be kill off because of Oil, because of Solvin, but that goes down as well because of Emmy, who gets another kill as well too at the end. Brambles going in for the 2v1 against Shark, but Shark getting killed off by Fanny at the end. That's going to be 35 seconds remaining now with the side of Dangerous Dinner taking the lead here.
Yeah, Emmy with their second Aura proc of this game. Extremely well done. They have that bubble locked and loaded as well as Cooler. Every single special on Dangerous Dinner is ready as 2 of them get popped. A bubble on tower and the Cooler is popped as well. and it looks like 2 of them are going to go down. Unfortunately, Silent Krillers has 15 seconds to get on that tower and get a push going.
And with the last 10 seconds now in the clock, that's going to be special going side some dangerous ninjas as well too. That's going to be the bow. That's going to be Emmy on the bubble, doing the perfect bubble as well too to counter Yoshi though. That's going to be Salt still there as well too, but Shipper dancing on the tower and jumping on the tower. That would be dangerous ninjas going for the second point as well. More a little bit of overboard scenarios for Silent Killers because they had the beginning once again. But if you get a crucial wipeout or crucial mistake from dangerous ninjas, they are able to skew it and just go all the way through.
Yeah, definitely. This can be a very dangerous map for a snowball. Not typically, unlike some other maps, I would say. But if you get a lucky wipeout or a triple even, it could be very dangerous and hard to come back from. And Dangerous Dinner did play that ending perfectly with that defensive hold. Just able to get the members of Silent Krillers alone or getting 2 down at some points. And we do see in this replay, we do see Andon trying to go for that flank with like 2 minutes left. And I think this is when they were able to get that triple, that decisive wipeout to be able to get those that push going.
Indeed, this was the change of the factor. There was just a change of tides we see with that triple, and basically with Vanian helping out to make that secure lock on the bats area, if I remember correctly, that's what it's called. That's going to be them able to secure the aggression. That's what we saw from the last game as well too on Barcode Dime. Now going to Humpback Rainmaker, it's going to be really risky, it's going to be really hard, it's going to be really scary as well too, because that momentum push that we saw in Inkblock, it's going to help a lot here too if they are able to do that. But in general though, good thing is for everyone, there's no places to drop other than that corner for reset.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I watch Humpback Rainmaker, the match is either going to overtime or it's done within the first minute. I feel like there's not really an in-between with this map, but we'll have to see what both these teams decide to do. I feel like Bo is going to be a very strong option in both these maps. The Inkjet is going to be a very strong option on the maps. Even Chumps could be strong for this map. So bows, we're going to see both of these bows, and we'll have to see what they also decide to do. Oh, they're going with the Wellstring. Yoshido deciding to switch to the Wellstring instead.
Well, from the Ghost Shiny and from other players who plays Bow, it is very recommended to play Wellstring on here because of the hammer and because of the auto bomb, but in general though, because of the AoE damage from the Wellstring, it's going to be huge here, and as we're going to be seeing Silent Killer getting the first down, but the rest of the team from Dangerous is dipping in life. Brambles once again going to be your main rat scenario that we're going to be seeing here, trying to go for the left side, but Bandit, we saw them before, we're going to be seeing them trying to go for the aggro play, but they need to team up with Brambles to get that victory, as we're going to be seeing for Silent Killer get the mid.
Yeah, they were able to get a pick in that bubble, and it was just disastrous. So the members of Dangerous Dinner had to back up. Shark is sharking around that corner, seeing if they can get any damage going as the Inkjet for Dangerous Dinners is going to be popped. And putting a lot of pressure on Shark right there, seeing if they can get any picks. They are able to get one right there, but Shark, seeing if they can get a pick of their own, it's not going to be able to. It's going to get taken out by Andon and those Dapples.
Yeah, as we're going to be seeing right now for the side of Dangerous Dinner, again, we do not want to see for Dangerous Dinner to get momentum. We do not want to see them get a full wipe on Silent Killers and to get the lead here. That's what they're going to be doing. Yoshido able to get 2, but that's going to be a trade up with Vari actually on the board coming in and trying to secure the bag. With Solvin actually getting the final kill on Shibi, but Bandit once again on the back. They're going in for trying to get a single kill. They're trying to get anything at this point, but Devil aim unfortunately not going to be helping, but they do get Chuck in the trade.
Yeah, we're able to get a trade out of that, so not all is lost. Assault has that, or a Proct is going to have to get a jump out with literally almost 1 HP, able to jump out and save their life. Very strong right there. Silent Krillers is going to be able to get the first checkpoint with a minute and a half into this game.
Talk about last effort right there. As we will be seeing them get the checkpoint. The only checkpoint so far in the last 2 minutes. But everyone's still trying to just go to bid. So that's going to be actually once again Bandit on the Dapper if she's going to kill. Emmy is somewhere to be seen, but mostly in the fight on the right side. But that's going to be Bandit sitting on the left side trying to do their best to go in for the kills. Well, wait. Okay, Emmy's still right there. I thought they were going to go to the thing. But someone's going to do that soon enough, right?
You'll find him eventually.
Yeah. But still, hey, look at that. Bama's or Dudrino is going to be holding onto the Rainmaker. They're going to be going into check very soon, but it seems like they're going a little bit too slow because that Trice actually came out with the Booyah, actually slowing them down a lot.
Yeah, very smart reason to slow down there. They did see that multiple specials were going to be popped. letting them waste them and immediately getting to check, but they are going to get picked off as the Dynamo over the ledge is going to be so much damage as 3 of them go down. And Emmy is going to jump in and immediately jump out, but they are able to survive it.
Well, we love Cooler, right? That's literally just Cooler acting right there. In general, as you're going to be seeing with Solvin, but Emmy, again, watch out for them. They're going to be on the right side. Emmy going to be shutting down with the side of Bandit, I think, as well, too. That is Bandit actually going to be shutting down the Rainmaker on Sol. Yoshido's still going to be there, but that's going to be shut down by Shark. But again, that right corner is the main concession. Also, in general, though, for any of the players, if we see any of them going for left stick right now, definitely for Sonic Killers, that's going to be huge. But they're going to go for the right side. They want to take lead to get more points, but no, they're going to be throwing it out with 2 minutes remaining and less.
Yeah, the Inkjet was able to get picked off right there. Rainmaker is going to push in, get all the way to 34. A very solid lead for Silent Krillers with 1.5 minutes left in this game. Dangerous Sinners is going to have to answer in some way if they want to take this match and get up to a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, but as of right now, we're going to be seeing with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining and left on the clock. That's going to be again Dangerous Sinner. Brambles not on the Mimicker anymore. That's going to be Sheepy on the Mimicker. The Brew coming out for Sheepy and Brambles, but that's not going to be hitting at all. The Strike coming in. That's going to be 2 down inside Silent Killers. We need to see Dangerous Sinner go now, if anything, but Shark has something to say about it.
Yeah, Brams is just pushing in. It's going to get picked off as Shark is going to get met with a custom blaster to the face as 3 members of Dangerous Dinner are down. It is only Ondon, but they are able to get a pick on that Forge. They're going to Shark a little bit. Well, I'll say Shark, but not really. But they're going to get taken out, and Brams is going to have to come out as well.
Well, in that scenario, why we're talking about sharking, Emmy actually sharked through because of a jump out of nowhere. Bramble gonna be picking up Vivek or Yoshido, thinking there was gonna be a jump there, but nope, jump scare did not gonna be jump. Bramble! Oh no! Okay, Yoshido, that's flip century right there. That's gonna be Yoshido getting the bow, getting the hammer kill on Brambles, and in general, that's gonna be a good save lead right there for Psycho because that's a 2v2 trade.
Yeah, an absolute dot from that hammer throw just saved so much energy from Silent Krillers. They have so much more time to deal with everything that Dangerous Dinner has. They have 2 specials ready, locked and loaded. They have the triple splashdown. They did pop the cooler. They have that Inkjet ready, and they do have the Rainmaker in their possession. So they have just over 50 seconds to get all the way down to 33. It is definitely doable as 2 members are down for Silent Krillers. 3 members are down for Silent Krillers as Dangerous Dinner is going to go for a push of their own. Will they be able to get it? They're going to be backed up a little bit more. Brams just with that Rainmaker in that corner. Such a dangerous spot, but that's all they have so far as the Daffles go down. We'll have to see if this is going to be able to be held. And they're going to get backed up from the Booyah.
Yeah, but that's going to be a whole on team life right there, but Dangerous Dinner able to get the lead at the end. The slow effect and the stall effect when Dangerous were able to clutch up in the end. No sneaks needed, just all game, all fast forward, all motion needs to happen. And with that, Dangerous is going up 3-1. Unfortunate for Sonic Killer because once again, we saw them get the lead the entire time.
I feel like that's been like a pattern in a lot of these games. Silent Krillers is going up really early in a lot of these games, but they're not able to hold the lead for that long. But on the contrary, Dangerous Dinners is doing a very good job. If one of their members is out of line, they're just going to jump back. And they're playing, they know very well when they need to play aggressive and when they need to back off a bit. And they definitely showed it in this game, and they were able to take it for themselves.
And one thing to know as well, too, because we saw in the older games as well, too, but this is a repeat. It seems like we're going to see the Super once again. We see every single time that Psycho has a good lead. But for Bravos and rest of the team of Dangerous Dinners, they're slowing it down. They're letting the action go to them. They're not feeding into the game like Sonic Crows are actually. But we saw in the end scenario how we got to see the 3 down there. This basically the reverse wipe. Basically going to the side of Dangerous Dinners side and going to action. But the main thing though for Sonic Killers, from the advice of my friend when we actually have one result in Yoshido for bronze bracket in Gomo, don't overheat. That was from Onion, who was up for it, and also who was a part of the LCS that happened this year. Do not overheat. Sonic Killers right now are overheating when they get the lead. But Dangerous Dinners, they're always on the underdog scenario. And that's good for them. They want to keep that going. And with that, they're getting that momentum.
Yeah, but this set still is not over. Dangerous Dinner still has to win 2 more matches. And right now we're going to game 5. We're going to Zone Smacko. Uh, we'll have to see what either of these, if they decide to do any team comp switches. But again, this set is still anyone's. I think Krillers is not out of this quite yet.
One thing to know as well too, Silent Killers did win last on zones, so possibly we might be getting a comeback here, but on all the other modes, Silent Killers won the zone game 1, so
yeah,
coming back here, you might be seeing another force of action, but how will they win on all the other modes? That's all that matters now. We're going to be seeing on the start off. Do we see any changes, Jumar?
Not. I am seeing the Wellstring be taken out for a Incline Bow, so still similar weapon type, but a little bit of a different kit. But we do see the members of Dangerous Dinners is able to take control when Silent Krillers was able to get the first few points, as Yoshido is gonna have to jump out of that inkjet. So menacing on this map. The amount of inkjets I'm seeing this set is way more than I'm used to. And it's 2 down for Silent Krillers as Dangerous Dinner is taking the lead, and they are just running with it as much as they possibly can for now.
Yeah, they are going running all the way through it as well, but look at the paint difference right now. We're going to be seeing the trade coming out as well too. That's going to be Bobby on the left side, that's going to be Shark as well coming in. Shark being the main aggro here, going in to take the lead. Emmy on the right side, they're taking down Shark right there, and now going to be taking out the rest of the team. The AoE from the Blaster and the Junior all off as well too. That's going to be making the main difference here. They're not able to come into it for side of Krillers.
Yeah, I'm noticing Silent Krillers did pop those Tri-Sharks and those chumps, but they really didn't support it that much. They were able to do a little bit, but they weren't really able to stall as long as they absolutely needed, as they're going to have to go for another push as the Booyah. And Salt is trying to support that Booyah, as well as the chumps. Are they going to be able to flip it? They are, as Dangerous Dinner gets all the way to 6, but it has a 72-point penalty to go with it.
Now, if you're the side of Silent Krillers right now, you need to eliminate the Junior. You need to eliminate the Devils. You need to eliminate Emmy, the Blaster. Mainly, you want to do that because they are the main sneaker that always goes around everywhere. Bramble is going to be your painter on the Junior. And Bandit, they've been trying their best to go around with the Junior, but Shark eliminated both of them. That's huge right there. Emmy getting the third one eliminated too. But because of the bug still being alive, which Yoshido did not actually take care of yet or solve it yet, that's going to be them having the scenario of trying to fight for mid once again, which is finally happening.
Yeah, a little bit of an early pick of those strikes from Shark, but they do go down in that corner, but they were able to get enough picks to the point where it really didn't matter that much, as Silent Krillers is able to regroup together, and the Booyah Bomb is going to displace Brams a little bit, but not going to be able to get a pick quite yet.
But as we're going to be seeing it right now, because of the inkjet jet itself actually being able to be paintable, and the rest of the team on the side of Dangerous Dinner actually pinning forward, but Bear was doing a perfect bubble actually in front of the zone for the side of Psycho. That's going to be them being locked out once again. 50 seconds left of remaining on the penalty timer. Emmy being able to shrunk on the backside, but jumping back to Shepard because they're able to bow AoE, trying to go for Volley, and trying to go for Shark.
They were able to get a strong pick with that bow. Might see that on Twitter later, who knows. But Shiver is seeing if they can get another one, not going to be able to. A Shark is going to pick them and pop their strikes almost immediately. Trying to get a pick on Ondot, not going to be able to, as Ondot is going to go down for the trade. Dangerous Dinners did almost get all of their penalty down, but they are going to get flipped last second. But they do still have 52 points of penalty locked, and this is just a neutral scrap for Zone right now.
Yeah, if Solvin actually going to the camp and mitigate elimination, but at the same time too though, no one capping the zone until now. Of course, they're going to be getting the win. That's going to be Chubby actually not getting killed off because of the aim actually on Bori with the bow. With the bow, he doesn't actually work really well. But the main thing is, there at least, that's going to be Pink. And with that Booyah coming in, Billy too, that's going to be helping them a lot because they need to stall a lot, but especially coming out from Dangerous Dinner is going to be a lot of hassle because we have the Junior Bomb, you have the bow coming in with the inkjet once again, and the Blaster coming in with the AoE damage, who gets eliminated as well too.
Yeah, the bow is very dangerous on that map, this map especially. Just puts so much pressure in so many places, and Vari is going to have to get backed up. They do almost have that Booyah ready to go. They do have it, as Emmy is going to back them up a bit, but they are going to get picked off in the process.
And in the last 45 seconds, as of right now, we're going to be seeing with Sonic Bros actually getting the mercy to come back. They need to eliminate Brambles on this left side. That is going to be the Junior in the stock of the boot. That's going to be the rest of the team as well for Danger Dinner on the right side. That's going to be as well. But Bandit getting the kill on Shark, going in for the solo. But unfortunately, getting killed off for that. We saw Shark trying to go for a lot of solo kills, but unfortunately not go to Cigar. They need to help the teammates on the slot group to get the lead here. And because of that scenario, the Danger didn't get the lead again. Getting 2 down as well too. It's going to be hard for Sonic to get the zone back.
Yeah, Ondot was able to pop aura there, but it's going to get taken out almost immediately. 10 seconds left in this game. Dangerous Dinners does have the zone ready with a bubble in tow. Are they going to be able to hold out 2 bubbles in tow for Dangerous Dinners? And it looks like they might be able to hold out, but they're not yet! Silent Krillers is able to flip the zone with a second left with the help of the jumps, and Shark is going to jump in as well. They are still holding on with 30 points, running through that penalty as much as they can. No specials for Dangerous Dinners, but all 3 members are down, and Dangerous Dinners is going to flip the zone and take it to a match point.
It's unfortunate to see what happened here. Honestly, at the same time too, mentality. It's kind of really hitting hard for Silent Krillers right now. Because in the last 2 games, we saw them actually improve really hard and go all in. But now, they're just letting Dangerous Dinner. They're letting them feed. They're giving them their dinner. Like, yeah, that's literally what's happening. But at the same time too, I should mention, if you saw in LUTI Helpdesk as well too, Silent Krillers does not have their real roster. That should be mentioned up first and foremost. They have a sub. Shark is going to be the sub that's coming in. And again, going in front of replays, we saw Shark play a lot of solo. While for the rest of the team for Sonic Krillers, they were playing as a team in a group. We do not want to see a lot of solo kills, solo actually coming in from Shark, because look at the weapons for Dangerous Dinners again. They have all short range. If you fall into the scenario of falling to a short range, as a slosher, or as a pro, or even as a dynamo as well too, you cannot fight that. You need someone with you the entire time. So, really for Sonic Krillers, they are getting baited and they're getting fed into Dangerous Dinner. A lot.
Definitely. Yeah, you can definitely see that in a lot of these matches. But looks like we're immediately going into Game 6. We got Clams on Scorch. So if Dangerous Dinners takes this game, they will be your Division 6 champ. But will Silent Krillers be able to hold out just a little bit longer and keep this set going?
Yeah, and also, while Jumar is trying to get the Meg fix from the Void, we're going to be going into the match right now, and that's going to be a chase to the Wellstring once again from Yoshido, and that's actually going to be a little bit of a change from Vari. That's going to be a T-Tech coming in this time, instead of the Pro coming in. And also, look at that as well too, Dangerous Dinner has a little bit of a change up. But it's not by the weapons, it's by the opening.
Yeah, and I got the bike fixed. I don't even know where it went, but we are back here. And yeah, I'm noticing a little bit of these teams comp switches. The hammer throw, not able to get anyone there. And we're going to see Silent Kriller. We're just going to see a scuffle in mid for the most part. Shark is going to be able to get 2, but it's going to get taken out by that Inkjet as well. Silent Krillers and Dangerous Dinner are just kind of having a scuffle in mid.
The main thing what we want to see for Sonic Kriller is just getting an aggro advantage. We need to get them a placement. We need them locked in to a spot and able to lock into. Brambles, once again, need to mention they're the junior player. They're going to be the one that has the most point. Eliminate them. Emmy, the main person who can let farm, but Shark, and they're getting eliminated. Shoes, Shark getting a double here. Shark possibly getting a triple here if they are able to throw a bomb or anything on the bubble. That would be huge, but no, the bubble gets killed off. Shark almost gets eliminated there, but that's no balls for anyone yet, and it's only been a minute and 25 seconds.
Yeah, Shark popping in with those strikes is able to pick one. Are they going to be able to get anything left with it? Yoshido putting a lot of pressure back there. Not going to have to back out and go into the corner and jump out. Silent Krillers did look like they had a potential for a push there, but I don't know if they really had the clams to keep it going, and they weren't able to score off it.
Again, it is what's going to be Waymaker, and that would have been a beautiful push. But again, it's Clamblets. They needed clamp, they needed economy. But the economy is not on their side until now. For either side, now Bomb getting a double, or that Emmy getting the AoE double with the blaster. That's going to be Ram going in with the junior ball coming in through. That's going to be 2 down on the side of Dangerous Dinner right there. The junior is still going alive, but be backing down as well too. Cheever actually on the ball, on the far left side, trying to annoy the rest of the players on the mid. That's going to be Yoshito on the top snipe by the way as well too, trying to go rainfall on the bottom. But Brambles getting a solid kill on Shark, the main aggro. You do not want to see that happen for the side of Sonic. pillars once again.
Yeah, Bram's just getting so much value out of those bombs. Is able to pop a defensive bubble as well, but it's gonna get broken by those strikes. As Yoshido looks like they're gonna go for a push of their own. They're gonna avoid that swap bomb, but they're gonna get taken out by the Inkjet as 2 go down.
Yeah, 2 go down. Solvin almost gonna get killed by there on the 2 players on the basket. Yoshido going in but they have but Emmy getting get that shut down with Bandit as well too. Truck gonna go for a solo kill once again, but Bear's going to shut them down again. In general though, by now again, the map goes to the side of Sonic Pillars, but unfortunately the 2 spread apart. We need them to group up together to get the score in.
Yeah, Dangerous Dinner is playing around each other very strongly. Shark seeing if they can get a pick, able to get a pick on Emmy right there. Trying to get a pick on Andon. Not looking like they're going to be able to get to it yet. Are they going to be able to get any more picks? Maybe on Sheever. Emmy again. No, as Shark is going to go down right there. Emmy just putting so much pressure. One of the members of Dangerous Dinner does have Aura proc. They do have that Inkjet as well with a minute and a half left of this game.
And with the end, again, Emmy is not DCing. They're waiting for the Shark. That's going to be, again, Solvin trying to go for the 1-1. That's going to be a kill off, actually, from Salt, actually. That's going to be huge here with the Shark and the rest of the group coming in, too. But Shark getting sold once again by Bandit. 3 down on the side of Dangerous Dinners. That's going to be the time. But again, the economy is ruined. So Sonic Cooler has no clams. They need clams to score. Jesus, guys, come on.
Yeah, we do see Salt trying to put some pressure. They are pushed all the way into Dangerous Dinner's area, all the way into their clam basket. Yoshido going for a hammer throw, not going to be able to get anything, avoiding all the bombs, but eventually taken out by the swap on. 3 are down, and that is a wipeout in favor of Dangerous Dinner.
This is the unfortunate scenario that you had to do, Fuck. You had to choose from either going for the specials or going for the score. In that scenario, Sonic Girls went for the special. And that ruined them so much that we saw Dangerous Dinner go in for the score once again. Clam Blitz is the deadly team mode for everyone. And with almost a wipeout for this side for the Dangerous Dinner, with Emmy being the last one alive, and Sonic Girls having 2 down right now, but getting killed off. Emmy still coming in clutch, getting against Solvin and winning that fight actually by now. That's going to be 25 seconds left. And a big scenario for Sonic Girls. Will they win this? Or will they get out of here?
Yeah, Emmy and that V-Blast are such a dangerous combination, especially with that tactical from Andon popped as well. Clan economy is in Dangerous Dinner's favor. There are no clams for Silent Coolers right now. They do have the power clam from Yoshido, and the cooler is going to be popped. But we do see some sharks as Andon does go down with those dapples. We do see Emmy trying to get a pick on Yoshido. Not able to get it yet, but it's just a scuffle in mid. Silent Krillers has to go almost now if they want to keep this game alive, as 2 are going to go down, and that is going to be a wipeout. And it's looking like Dangerous Dinner is going to be your Division 6 champions.
It's unfortunate to see for the Silent Kriller fans that has happened in a 5-1 scenario. That's going to be Dangerous Dinners going on to move on and win the Division 6 finals and be your Division 6 champions of LUTI Season 17. And also one thing scenario to know as well, I don't know how many 5-1 scenarios got won so far in the finals, but I think this is like the 3rd time.
Really? It's the 3rd 5-1?
Something like that. It might have been something like that.
Wow.
I don't know exactly. We don't know the stats. Yeah,
well, once it's all said and done, we'll look at them.
Yeah, we'll find it out. We'll get Jordan on that. But in general, though, what we're going to be seeing here is your winners being Dangerous Dinners at the end. Silent Krillers, they tried their best. Again, with all odds against them, because them having a sub as well. They tried their best, but unfortunately did not get up to the cigar. And the one thing to know as well, too, they tried. They did try. Here.
Hey, they made it to finals. You cannot take that away from them. They made it to finals.
Yeah, and one thing to know as well too. Again, we saw from game 2 to game 5 to game 6. I mean, mentality. We had to say it. We have to say it because them going super fast, kind of don't do that. If you're on a small downfall, take a breather. Just take a hit. Take a minute.
Yeah, just take a second, get your bearings, and lock in.
Yeah, but hey, talk about locking in. Dangerous Dinners, they locked in hard.
Literally.
Especially, they went hard on it. Shouts to them on the last day.
They saw that first game happen where they got completely swept on Urchin. They're like, all right, just crack their knuckles, and we're like, all right, we're ready.
Yep, basically. So, they low-key got put the final boss of Div 6 saying in chat. Thank you, Herbert. But in general, though, hey, that's all we can say. There is going to be one more division still needs to be finished off. And with that, what division is that going to be, Jumar?
That will be, if I take a look, that will be Division 9A. I believe that will be tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. EST. So, hey, if there's nothing else to say about anything, if there's any more cleanup that needs to be happening, we need to talk about us. Jumar, since you're going to be the person who came up here in the last second and going to be leaving here soon with us for your final duty tonight, said call most likely. What is your socials? How can we find you?
You can find me over on Blue Sky at dreamer.bsky.social, and you can also find me over on Twitch whenever I decide to stream. I have no idea when I don't have a regular schedule there, but you'll find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/dreamer_. Jorian, thank you for helping me out with this. I had a lot of fun being on here, especially last minute. Where can the lovely people in our Twitch chat find you?
Well, you can find me tomorrow streaming. And Wednesday
Okay.
streaming definitely.
You'll be on here. Oh yeah, you'll be doing streamer tomorrow night, won't you?
Yeah. Mostly, if you see a Splatoon tournament happening, it's either going to be one of the many streamers that's happening, which is especially going to be one of the streamers to shout out. It's going to be Alpine as well too, who is streaming this set right now. So thank you for them. But unfortunately, again, as we said earlier, this is going to be the final. This is the last set that's going to be streamed for them. So thank you for yourself as Alpine. But in actual crucial information, you're going to be finding me on Jorian.bsky. And if I ever stream ever again, I don't know if I'm going to, Jorian 2. But most likely, if I ever play Splatoon again, that's going to be cool. But you're going to be finding me still, though.
Yeah.
But hey, that's it. We're done with Division 6. So, hey. Yeah. If we're out of here, we're going to be waiting Mellow Mania. And that'll be it for tonight.